Good morning, students. See, in the last class, we were discussing about methods of preparation, properties, and uses of dinitrogen. Today, let us see the preparation and properties of ammonia. Manufacturing. What do you mean by manufacturing? Manufacturing means production in a large scale, industrial scale. See, laboratory ಒಳಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗ, ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆ ಒಳಗ, ಹೌದಾ, ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆ ಒಳಗ ನಾವು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸಿ, ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ is manufactured by the direct combination of dinitrogen and dihydrogen in the ratio 1:3 by volume in Haber's process. Name of the process is Haber's process. Is it right? See, here N2 gas plus 3H2 gas, reversible aromat, then 2NH3 gas, delta H for this reaction is 46.1 kilojoules per mole. 46.1 kilojoules per mole. See, here to get more amount of this ammonia by studying the reaction conditions, as it is a gaseous reaction, all the reactants and products are gases. It is a reversible reaction and it is exothermic. So, we have to apply Le Chatelier's principle and we have to fix the favorable reaction conditions for the maximum yield of ammonia. So, therefore, let me write the above reaction is exothermic, gaseous, reversible reaction. The above reaction is exothermic, gaseous, reversible reaction. So therefore, according to Lee Chatterjee's principle. Lee Chatterjee's principle that already you have studied in PUC first year while studying Henry chemical equilibrium. Is it right? Now, according to Lee Chatterjee's principle, the favorable conditions for the maximum yield of ammonia are see, first one, a moderate temperature of 773 Kelvin. 773 Kelvin. See, even though it is exothermic reaction, to start the reaction, we have to maintain the temperature of 500 degrees Celsius or 773 Kelvin temperature. Once the reaction has been started, the required temperature is maintained by the amount of heat liberated during the reaction. Is it right? Then, second one is a high pressure of 200 atmospheres, because the reaction takes place with decrease in number of gaseous moles. Decrease in number of gaseous moles ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಐತ್ರಿ 2 moles ಐತಿ. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 1 mole ಆಫ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಐತಿ ಮತ್ತು 3 moles ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಐತಿ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ moles ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ number of gaseous moles is 4. Product side number of gaseous moles is 2. So therefore, to get more amount of ammonia, we have to apply more pressure, because reaction shifted towards the side where number of moles is less when you apply more pressure. Lee Chatterjee's principle ಪ್ರಕಾರ effect of pressure ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ನೋಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಕತಿ. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 4 moles ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 2 moles ಐತಿ. ಸೊ therefore when you apply more pressure, reaction will be shifted to the right side, in forward direction, to give what? To give more ammonia. Next, ಮೂರನೇದು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಐರನ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ is used as catalyst. Iron oxide is used as a catalyst. Next, ನಾಲ್ಕನೇದು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we have to make use of molybdenum or potassium oxide or aluminum oxide as catalytic promoter. Molybdenum MO or K2O or Al2O3 aluminum oxide is used as catalytic catalytic promoter. Is it right? Then ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ one. As soon as ammonia is formed, it should be removed from the reaction mixture. As soon as ammonia forms, it should be removed from the reaction mixture. From the reaction mixture. See, this thing is very, very important as far as examination point of view is considered. Very, very important. It will be asked for 3 marks. Is it right? You have to write down this reaction that carries 1 mark. You have to write down the reaction conditions for the maximum yield of ammonia. This carries 1 mark. And another thing is diagrammatic representation, flowchart for the manufacture of ammonia. Let me draw it here. Nodri ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಹೇಬರ್ಸ್ process ದಿಂದ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾನ ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ by the direct combination of dinitrogen and dihydrogen in the ratio 1:3 by value. Reaction: nitrogen gas compulsory very good. 3 hydrogen gas, reversible reaction, 2 molecules of ammonia in the form of gas, delta H. Reaction condition, whether it is endothermic or exothermic, it is exothermic with the liberation of 46.1 kilojoules per mole of production of ammonia. Is it right? Now we have to explain this reaction. The above reaction is exothermic, gaseous, reversible reaction. Is it right? According to Lee-Chatterjee's principle, the favorable conditions for the maximum yield of ammonia are: 1 and 2, a moderate temperature of 773 Kelvin, a high pressure of 200 atmospheres, then iron oxide is used as catalyst, either molybdenum or potassium oxide or aluminum oxide is used as catalytic promoter, and the last one is as soon as ammonia is formed, it should be removed from the reaction mixture. Coming to diagrammatic representation, flowchart. See, ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಬರೆದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು that carries 3 marks. That carries 3 marks. Is it right? See, ನೀವು ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮುಗಿಸಬೇಕು, ಒಂದೇ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿಂದ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಂಗಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದರಾಗ ಅರ್ಧ ತಾಸು ಟೈಮು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸಿ, ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ a neat label diagram within 5 to 6 minutes. 5 ರಿಂದ 6 ನಿಮಿಷನಾಗ ನಿಮ್ದು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮುಗಿದಿರಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. Here see, ಈಗ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸಿ, ಇದು ಏನ್ರಿ ಒಂದು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ರೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ N2. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. This is for hydrogen in the ratio 1:3 by volume. 1:3 by volume. Clear? See. Now ಈಗ here compressor, here we have to compress the gases. Compressor. Say here. This is the compressor which will compress the reacting gases to 200 atmospheric pressure. 200 atmospheric pressure. Is it right? Now, this is the catalytic chamber where the reaction takes place. It is packed with iron oxide as catalyst in the presence of molybdenum or potassium oxide or aluminum oxide as catalytic promoter. As catalytic promoter. Is it right? See. Here, let me take this. This chamber is consisting of iron oxide. Is it right? Now, outlet. See, this is the outlet of ammonia gas. It is ammonia gas. Now here, condenser. This is condenser because we have to separate it from the reacting gases. Is it right? This is the condenser. This is condenser. See, here is the outlet. Here is outlet for liquid ammonia. Is it right? See, you have to extend it. You have to extend it. See, this is the collector. Liquid ammonia will be collected over here, and see, this is recirculation pump. This is recirculation pump. See, compressor, here pressure of 200 atmospheres is maintained. See, this is the flow of gases, like this one, like this, and here these are unreacted dinitrogen and dihydrogen gases. See, this is a recirculation pump. Recirculation pump. Is it right? Pump. Then these are unreacted gases. Unreacted nitrogen and hydrogen gases. See, only 15% of the reacting gases are converted into ammonia. Remaining 85% will remain unreacted. This is condenser. Is it right? This is liquid ammonia. NS3. See, this is catalytic chamber, which is at 773 Kelvin temperature. Iron oxide as catalyst. Iron oxide as catalyst. Is it right? And here we are getting ammonia gas. That will be passed into this condenser to get liquid ammonia. This is regarding what? Regarding the flow chart for the manufacturing of ammonia. Is it right? Now let us come to the properties of this ammonia. See, ಇಷ್ಟಂತೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ here this ammonia is very soluble in water and its aqueous solution is basic to litmus. It is a basic compound. See, ammonia aqueous solution is basic to litmus. Properties. See, first one, ammonia is very soluble in water, and its aqueous solution is basic to litmus. Because it produces OH minus ion. Okay? Due to formation of OH minus ions. Is it right? See, NH3 plus H2O, reversible arrow mark, you are going to get NH4 plus OH minus. Is it right? And see, it reacts with acids to form ammonium salts. It reacts with acids to form ammonium salts. Like ammonium chloride, NH4Cl, ammonium sulfate, NH4 twice SO4, etc. ನೋಡಿ, ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕ್ಲೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ಅಮೋನಿಯಂ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತು ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಮೋನಿಯಂ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Then here, as it is a weak base, it precipitates some of the metals like zinc, manganese, etc. as their hydroxides. Is it right? ಈಗ ಈ aqueous solution ಒಳಗ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಏನು ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ರಿ, ಆ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಜಿಂಕ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೀಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನಮಗ ವೈಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಪಿಟೇಟ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ it is because of its weak basic nature. Lastly, it forms complexes with copper and silver, and that complex formation is used as a test to identify the metals. See, it forms complexes with metals like copper and Ag plus ions. This reaction is used to detect metal ions in the solution. Metal ions in the solution. For example, copper metal ion ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ aqueous. So in the blue color plus 4NS3 aqueous. If you add, what you are going to get? You are going to get Cu NH3 4 plus 2 complex ion, which is deep blue. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ Ag ಪ್ಲಸ್ Cl ಮೈನಸ್ ಈ ಅಮೋನಿಯಂ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಏನು ಅಮೋನಿಯಂ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಐತಲ್ರಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಹಾಕಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಪಿಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ AgCl. Is it right? See, this is how we are going to have the reactions of ammonia. Tomorrow we will see nitric acid. Thank you.